It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy.
All right.
Can you hear it, sir?
Yeah, I'm hearing this
Could you hear it?
bullshit to the line. Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it calling there tonight. I can hear this bullshit.
Okay.
I knew that shit was coming a mile away. As soon as that video hit the air, I was like, watch him really make a statement. Because his lawyers want him to do that. To show that he claimed that he's sorry. He ain't sorry for shit.
Okay. Well, let's listen to the rest of it.
I'm going to rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm truly sorry.
Bro, even my computer don't want to hear that bullshit.
No, nobody want to hear that bullshit. He ain't sorry for shit. He's sorry that video hit the air when it did, and it took his ass down a peg. He ain't sorry for shit. You can look in his face. He ain't sorry. That nigga don't have a sorry bone in his body.
Well, we have another apology too that you should watch. Just go ahead and watch this apology.
Oh Lord, he did too. No, that's you, nigga. What you sorry about? That's you.
Darkest times of your life, especially when you hire as a motherfucker. But sometimes you got to do that. Take that. I'm seeking therapy. I'm disgusted at what I did. Not really. But I truly am sorry that I got caught. That's why I released this on Sunday, asking God for forgiveness. So you guys will already be in a forgiving mood. This was the darkest times of my life. Take that. But I truly am sorry, Daddy. I mean, Cassie. Take that. I was disgusted then, and I'm disgusted now. Not really. A hotel camera caught me kicking the shit out of you in Meek Mill socks. Then it saw me throwing a vase at you because it was mostly filled up with Ciroc. Take that. But I'm working on myself, trying to be a better man and a better human being. Locked up, won't let me out. Take that.
That was the real apology.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's where it should have been. Only thing you missed was Meek Mill. Like, hey, you thought I was finished? Hold on, wait up, man. Still sucking on Diddy? That's what it should have been.
Bruh. Let's listen to Diddy's apology one more time. Let's listen to his apology one more again, okay? Because when I heard it, I got so much that I want to. I got so many layers I want to peel back. I'm being dead ass serious.
All right.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up.
Be a bitch ass.
I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full
Sorry about that.
responsibility for my actions in that video. Disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted.
See, even my computer don't want to hear that bullshit.
Now.
It's bullshit.
When I sought out professional help, I had to go into therapy.
No, he hasn't.
I'm going to rehab.
No, he not.
Okay.
So that's the face right there, but not guilt. That's the face of a nigga who don't give a fuck right there.
Right there.
That right,
Right
there.
there. And that's all I need to say. I don't need to show the rest of that bullshit.
No.
I don't
Y'all
need
see
that.
what Umar Johnson said about Diddy?
Huh?
Did y'all see what Dr. Umar Johnson said most recently about Diddy?
No. What'd he say?
No.
He said, y'all ain't gonna want to hear this. Black people ain't gonna want to hear this. But his prediction is that nothing happens with Diddy. TD Jakes adopts him, gets him into a mega church, and he born again and he go from ultimate what he said something pimp into hip hop pimp into hip hop pastor.
Was this before or after the video was released?
This was after.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay. Now
Strong predictions.
let me ask you first. And what up, Tony? Let me ask you first, David.
Why is the volume so low?
I don't know either. I don't know. I don't know because maybe because the apology was insincere. But David, tell me what do you think of that apology, bro?
Well, one, you got to look at the time length of the video. Look how long that video was actually shot in that hotel. That was what, 6-7 years ago?
8 years
the statute,
ago. 2016.
8 years ago. So the statute of limitations is already up for that. So that's why he did the apology. The apology was to show the people that he truly is sorry, and he knows he can't get charged for that assault because it's clear as day that he did beat her ass. So worst come to worst, if you don't get charged for the drugs and the assaults or whatever, there would be one charge that would have stuck, and that's that assault that he just put on that girl. But since it's 8 years ago, the statute of limitations is up. So he won't even get a day for that. That right there, that video was just to show his character. So he had to come out and make a statement. His lawyers recommended that he do that because it shows that he has a soul of some kind. That man ain't got no soul. He ain't sorry for shit.
Okay. Tony,
It's statute of limitations.
Tony, what do you think of that apology?
I mean, PR gonna tell him to do it. Yeah,
Boy,
that's what he has to do.
Tony, you sound like computer love right now. What you saying?
I sound like computer love.
Right. Yeah. Now you sound regular. Okay.
PR, his PR people was gonna tell him he had to do that.
Correct.
Like, I mean, you just issue a statement. You know, whether he's sorry or not, yeah, I agree. He probably isn't. You know, sorry that all this is on his plate right now, and all his laundry is out public. But I mean, what the fuck you think is gonna happen when you on video running down the hall, butt naked, trying to hold your child with one hand and beat her ass with the other hand? Allegedly, he, you know, paid I guess the hotel security $50,000 for the tape. But they made 2 copies.
They have to for security reasons.
Well,
if anything else would have happened at a hotel, they need to have it.
Allow me to get serious for a moment, because I know I did the Diddy's real apology. I did a parody on that, David, that you just saw. But in all jokes aside, when me and Sean came on here, talked about this on Friday, and you know, I was asking, you know, who was holding this tape, and then, you know, Alicia hit me up because Alicia's the one who let me know about this, and apparently this was one of the tapes that was seized in the raid. Okay, whatever that may be. Okay, fine. And that he, like Tony said, he paid the hotel $50,000. First of all, that hotel who he paid $50,000 to, they ain't shit. They should boycott that motherfucking hotel. Because if you're a woman and you want to feel safe, you shouldn't feel safe in that hotel, because you can get your ass whipped in the middle of an elevator, and for the right price, they will shut it down and make it look like it never happened. So fuck that hotel. Second of all, while Diddy's PR people may have wanted him to do that, if I'm his lawyers, I'm slapping my hand against my face, because when all of these allegations first came out, Diddy denied all of them. Yeah. He said, I didn't do any of these things that I'm accused of. And now we got you on tape, nigga. Now we got you on tape.
Doing some of the things.
And it shows that there is clearly some truth and validity to all of these allegations that's put out about you. Clearly. I don't want to hear about you down at your lowest place, blah, 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 because I guarantee you this apology doesn't come out if that video doesn't come out. Thirdly,
No.
I don't want to hear nobody else, nobody of melanated complexion saying that this is a bad day for hip hop and a bad day for the culture. No, it's not. I am so sick of hearing that bullshit. Hip hop and rap is an art form. It's not a bad hip hop and the hip hop art form is going to continue and going to proceed long after Diddy, long after everybody else who's ever been in the game and who aspires to be in the game. This isn't a bad day for hip hop. This isn't a bad day for black people. It's a bad day for that nigga.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I want to ask a question about that, just in general, because I don't. Did anybody ever really think that Diddy was this fine, upstanding, moral individual?
No, that's the thing about it, because the secrets, the whispering about Diddy had been going on for decades, at least for the last 20 years.
Never mind the whispering. Never mind the secrets. Did anybody ever really think that Diddy was this fine, upstanding individual?
The only nigga who I can think of who thinks Diddy is a fine, upstanding individual is Stevie J, and that's probably because his dick and balls is on all of them freak off tapes as well as Diddy's.
Yeah, I know that aside too. I'm just saying, just Diddy. People need to understand what these dudes are, where they came from, and so and how they ended up getting into the game. Again, we could look at Sean Carter. Where did he start? Is anybody, as we sit here today, does anybody really look at Jay-Z and say he's a fine, upstanding, moral individual?
No.
No.
But again, like you said, where he started, he was a hustler on the block.
You know what, Tony? There are actually some dummies out there who will say yes to that comment. I'm just
okay. I mean, okay, that's them. I don't know what criteria they're using to judge this person, but I'm just saying, no, what I'm saying, I guess, about Diddy and people like Jay-Z, it seems to be your moral compass on them would be neither here nor there. They came from being hustlers. They left that lifestyle, but you always gonna have that hustler mentality. So even if you just judge them and say they turned their life around and decided to do something above board, legit, you don't know them as a person. So I never looked at Diddy as like he's a good dude, bad dude. I didn't care one way or the other. So none of this stuff, even with the whispers, would be shocking to me. Like they acting like, oh my God, I can't believe you acting like it's TD Jakes, or somebody or Al Sharpton or somebody, that's revered. Ain't nobody revering Diddy. Nobody cares.
Yeah,
bruh. And here's the thing about it. Here's the thing about it is that everything that you laid out, I can agree with as far, but this is why general population, I'm not talking about in the black community, but like you said, where they came from would say, they always had that mentality in them. But you think Diddy's the only person of power, not just being black. You think Diddy's the only person of power who acts like that? There's a motherfucking powerful person in every race on earth who acts just like that. Diddy ain't alone. Diddy's not the
Everybody know that.
Like that.
Everybody know that. So it's like, it's who's next, because before it was Diddy, it was somebody else, and it was somebody else, and it might have been the white guy, So even matter of fact, example of that is Weinstein. Look at Harvey Weinstein.
Right, and this is why I'm against cancel culture, because to me, cancel culture is strictly for black people, and it's orchestrated mostly by black women. Sorry if motherfuckers don't want to hear that. The truth motherfucking hurts. But
matter of fact, bruh, I got a better one for you. Better than Harvey Weinstein. Clive Davis.
And nobody.
And this is attached to Diddy. So there you go.
Yep. And nobody will come out on him acting like that. But I mean, and I'm not saying that as an excuse for Diddy, because everything that happens to Diddy, he's going to deserve it. I promise you, he's going to deserve it. Because first of all, and like I said, allow me to be serious. Those actions that Diddy did, Diddy's a bitch for that. He is a bitch for that. I mean, you want to sit there and be and you want to sit there and beat up a woman and then act like you a man, like you Johnny Superman. You a hoe for that. So ain't nobody gonna sit here and buy that whole ass nigga apology for that shit. Ain't nobody gonna fall for that. You apologizing because you got caught, my nigga. You apologizing because that tape leaked, my nigga, because that shit happened 8 years ago. I would be damn surprised if you ever apologized after that event. If you had apologized one time before that day, okay, you a hoe for what you did, okay, and you come out and like I said, you sat there and you denied vehemently that you did any of these accusations. Now your ass been caught, and clearly you was holding her against her will because she came out there trying to escape your ass. She didn't have no motherfucking shoes on. She was trying to escape your ass, and you came out there and yanked her up and kicked the shit out of her like you was trying to kick a game-winning field goal in the Super Bowl. You's a whole bitch for that. Period. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck how you try to place it. I don't give a fuck how you try to finesse that
What's
shit.
Alicia?
You's a whole hoe for that shit.
What's
You know,
up?
and Diddy just don't owe Cassie an apology. Any apology he gives to me falls on deaf ears, because if anybody is dumb enough to think, well, that's the only time he may have acted like that, you that dumb person that we talking about. Because imagine what this nigga looked like behind closed doors with two hands, because he had to use one hand to keep his dick from falling out. He had to use one hand to hold the bath towel up. So imagine how this motherfucker was with two hands and hands on.
For real, he really probably didn't give a fuck about that. He
Bruh.
really was about to tee off on her for real.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So think about it.
He
I'm
really
being
about to
so
tee off
serious
on her
here.
for real,
Think
for
about
real.
what this nigga act like that behind closed doors with two hands. This motherfucker's a psychopath, and I'm not giving him. And again, I'm not gonna sit here and say this is a bad day for the culture. No, it's not, because the culture don't act like that. The majority of the culture don't act like that. This is a bad day for hip hop. Hip hop is an art form. That don't represent hip hop. That's that nigga. This ain't a bad day for black people. I'm so sick of that shit, because when Dana White slapped his wife up in a club, ain't nobody say this was a horrible day in Caucasian history. No. I'm not gonna sit here being black and attach every
that was a
bad thing
Tuesday.
that every powerful black man does to the entire black race. No, that's a bad day for this motherfucker. That's a bad day for him. Not for me, not for anybody else on this podcast. Hi, Alicia, baby. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
All right. I'm sorry. You
Yeah,
caught me in the middle of a moment.
I see what the topic is.
Go ahead, because I got to thank you, because you're the one who put me onto this story and everything else. So you being the female and you seeing what happened to Cassie, you got the floor. You got the floor. What's on your mind, boo?
I feel bad for her because it took this long, but granted, the reason why it took this long, I feel bad for her because they can't do anything about it. So
Correct.
that's unfortunate.
Yep.
Because that was horrible what he did to her. And then you come out with an apology because you're caught now.
Because you're caught.
But in the criminal law system, he gets nothing.
Nothing.
He escapes. He escapes that ass with nothing. Nothing.
But mind
Maybe.
you, what he said
Maybe.
was that last week, what he said about the truth will come out or something like that.
Oh, it came out. All right.
It
That too.
definitely did.
Well, maybe he escapes because you don't know what was on them hard drives they seized.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
You don't
That
know
was
what
one
they
of them.
seized that is
That
out.
was one of them.
But as far as the assault, that what we actually physically saw with him beating her in the hallway, he's not getting nothing for that. The statute of limitations. That's what I'm saying. It's too long gone. They can't try him for that.
There are two things.
Well-
there are two things. Hold on, Tony. There are two things that I want to point out. The first one is, I agree with you 100%, Leash. I feel so bad for Cassie, but you know who I feel worse for? And I'm not even trying to be funny. I feel worse for Cassie's current husband, because she's having to relive all of this fucking trauma that she had to go through, and it's really nothing that he can do. It's nothing that he can do outside of just being there for her. It's really nothing that he can do because he didn't live this shit with her.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go with you. I'm not gonna go that far, bruh. I'm not. The reason why I'm not gonna go that far is statute of limitations. But she brought the civil suit, and that's why he settled, because she knew this, and he knew this was out there somewhere, and all she needed was corroborated witness. So rather than go through all that, he just paid her off. But she brought the civil suit, so she brought herself. You know, that aspect. She had to. you know.
I can dig that, but I can dig that. But apparently, if that was just a taste of the shit that she had to go through, she probably has mental shit going on with her that's gonna last a lifetime. So that's why I said I do feel bad for him in that aspect. Not because, because he has to be a real soldier for her. And secondly, in regards to Diddy, that tape that was 8 years ago. And I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this. You paid $50,000 for that tape. Mm-hmm. Why did you keep it? Why did you throw that shit away? You paid $50,000 for that
all
tape.
That shit was burnt.
Why the hell does that tape even still exist?
Here's the question though: Did Diddy keep it?
Tapes knock yourself out. You want to have freak off tapes knock yourself out. But
what did your boy say? I didn't say Diddy kept it. I said, how did Diddy know that was the only tape? It may not, because the other tape, you would think that if they came in there and raided and he had it, it was in the hands of law enforcement. Okay, there is a chance because law enforcement does stuff like that, leaks stuff to the public. But what's more likely? They leaked it, or somebody from that hotel kept on the person who got that $50,000 kept that shit, knowing this day may come around.
Yeah,
or trying to get more money later.
I was gonna say you may be absolutely right about that, but if I'm only asking for $50,000 and I got a tape of, let's see, what Diddy was worth about $500 million back in 2016, and I got a tape of somebody incriminating evidence about somebody who worth that much money, $50,000 ain't gonna suffice for me to sit on that shit for 8 years.
Yeah, well, it'll sit on it, because on the flip side of Diddy that we know about Diddy potentially could disappear you if you get too greedy.
I can dig that, but that's why I say again, fuck that hotel. People are mad at the act, and everybody should be enraged with Diddy's actions. But you know what? Fuck that hotel for taking that money and covering that shit.
I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there neither. I'm not gonna, because how do you know the hotel? Look, you're talking to a dude that worked loss prevention at Ritz-Carlton, and there were things that happened that the upper management at that hotel probably was not aware of unless they were made aware. So you act autonomously. If you act in autonomously, they won't know. They wouldn't know. Just like the upper management, off topic, but on topic, the upper management of Marriott didn't know that whatever existed with Michael Irvin. They didn't know.
Fuck that bitch ass hotel. You got a tape of somebody kicking a bitch in the ass.
Maybe they didn't know. Maybe they didn't know. That's the whole point. If you work in loss prevention, you could take that tape and they never even know what happened. You saw it, but they don't know.
Well, Diddy ain't the only person who got to do damage control. I mean, Diddy ain't the only person who got to do damage control. That hotel got to do damage control too. Because if you rich and you famous, you can kick your woman ass, and that hotel will cover it up. Somebody will cover it up.
You sacrifice some underlings. That's all you do.
Look, here go my thing. He ran down the hallway. You know, Diddy ain't quiet as shit. He was probably running down the hallway. Hey, bitch, come here. Weren't there people in them rooms?
That's what I'm saying.
There had to be people. There had to be people in them rooms.
You know, so that motherfucker. He was like, hey, bring your ass back here. It's bad boy. Take that.
Yeah.
Hey, pick your ass up out of it. I mean, look. Like
he ran down the whole ass hallway to the elevator, and there had to be people in those rooms. Every single one of the rooms heard his ass, heard him, and heard the let's say kerfuffle. Heard the kerfuffle that took place at that goddamn elevator with him swinging her around, kicking her as a motion, and ain't nobody stick their head out the door like, hey, I think they down there fucking with the ice machine again.
You know what I'm saying?
All they're gonna do is put forward a sacrificial lamb. It might even be the head of security now may have been that guy with the tape then that was working then, and all they're gonna do is fire him, and that's their PR move. Issue a statement.
It's 8 years later. My man probably quit and found a better job.
Probably so. I mean, there's nothing the hotel really can address it. You can say we're deeply saddened by this and blah blah blah, and claim they were unaware because again, loss prevention operates autonomously a lot. Bro,
I understand what you're saying.
For instance, I'll give you an example of that. I did loss prevention for a long time at Kroger, places like that, bro. You could come in there, you could try to steal $300 worth of stuff. I catch you, and I choose whether to send you to jail or not. And that manager of that store has no clue that all that took place.
That's
Right.
cool. Hey, look, if I'm
That's
that
just how it
hotel,
is.
if I'm that hotel, I would probably cry probable deniability too. But as the individual, as Brandon Bravon Towns, I'm saying fuck that hotel. Fuck that
Well,
resort.
at least Young Thug apologized. Young Thug issued an apology because he was going in, you know. But I understand where he was going in without knowing the facts.
Young
But
Thug needs to apologize because he wears skirts on stage and he's supposed to be a grown ass man. That's what he needs to
well,
apologize for.
you know, I ain't getting into his skirt wearing things and all that. But he at least, you know, he did that. And
Maybe it was
he
leg
said
day.
he
He
was
wanted to show
wrong
them things off.
based
I
on
don't
his
know.
perception of things and the angle he was coming from. I understand where he's coming from also, too, with that.
Well, then out this whole thing that happened, I do want to hear, because we rarely ever had. Leisha's the only female that's ever been on here, and I really do his apology. Leisha, please tell me what's your thoughts on his apology, because it's hard to you know, when you're dealing with the darkest times in your life, and I was fucked up, and I'm sorry.
I don't believe it.
Please, I mean,
Too easy.
Yeah, because like I said, it don't seem genuine, because look at the time that you decided to put this apology out. He could have said an apology a long time ago. But when this tape comes out, this is when you run to the internet and give out an apology, and then say that you don't need any forgiveness or whatever he said.
Mm.
he don't need forgiveness because he just proved himself to be a liar.
Yeah.
He came out and said, when he came out and denied all of the accusations against him, he proved himself to be a fucking liar. Ain't nobody in their right mind with an empty pocket, and I mean that sincerely, ain't nobody with their right mind in an empty pocket gonna believe that was a one-time incident. Please, he looked he looked too comfortable yanking her ass up.
Mm-hmm.
He looked too comfortable kicking the shit out of her with Maybach Music Meek Mill socks on. He looked way too comfortable doing all of that shit.
Well, ask Jaguar Wright.
Huh?
Ask Jaguar Wright.
Man, the whole world owe her an apology. The whole world owe her an apology. Orlando Brown too.
Mm-hmm.
Because niggas was calling him crazy. This is why I don't call people crazy, because you never know what the actual truth is. You never know what somebody actually went through. Everybody tried to. It's and the media, again. Media is a motherfucker. Media is a motherfucker, because the media will implant what they want in most people's brains. Most people who's ignorant enough to actually listen to it, not by their own fault, but they don't know them. They don't. Most people will just want to get on with their life, go do their 8-hour shift, come home, and do the same rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
And you read in the paper and you see, even on social media, you trade that motherfucker crazy. That's the most dangerous thing you can do. Everybody owe her an apology. Everybody owe Orlando Brown an apology. And some people that the other people that owe that are owed apologies, but unfortunately they ran into Lucius Lyon, Diddy's wrath, and they ain't here no more.
Hey, you gonna put some respect on Lucius' name?
You heard what I said,
Put some
goddammit.
Put some back on.
Snitch, bitch, snitching ass bitch. You are.
Look, it's one of those things where, look, like it or love it or hate it, leave it alone or pay attention to it or whatever. It's here. It's back to your point, bitch.
Do you know what my take on?
Hold on,
Diddy
Tony.
shit
Let
here.
David finish.
Okay.
Diddy shit here. So whether you pay attention to it, do your 8-hour grind, whatever, but it's here. It's in our face. So there it is. Ta-da, take it, leave it, whatever the fuck. To Tony's point, I feel the same way kind of Tony does about the shit. Like it's a lot of cross-sectioning points with everything. Like it's so much we're blasted with everything. I jumped on Tony point, then jumped on. We're blasted with so much social media that it's just like, what does any of this shit mean to any of us? Like, really? And it's kind of wasted energies, I feel like, at this point. Look, if he did the shit, which I know we all feel like he did this shit because he done the shit, and he's been doing the shit.
Bro, you
So
just saw him do the shit.
I've been knew that nigga been doing the shit. This shit wasn't new to me. I'm
You ain't even
one
got
of
to
them
throw
people.
allegedly in front of that shit. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
No, look, I've been doing that nigga been doing that shit. They've been doing it. So fuck him. Let him go to court. Let him do whatever. Now my thing is the jail time. Should he get the jail time? Should he get the prison time? Yes, a whole bunch of it. A whole bunch of it. And let's see where this great system of ours will do with that nigga, man.
Nigga,
And that's where I'm at with it. Because I've spent all the energy I can on that motherfucker. A motherfucker who don't gain me anything. So throw his ass in prison. Fuck it. Right next to R. Kelly. And Bill Cosby old self.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. The problem is media. Okay, so that's what we consume, so that's what we believe is reality, and so we feel some people develop these personal connections with these people that they do not know for real. All we know, everything that somebody comes out and says could be true. Megan Thee Stallion could be sexually harassing people, saying you gonna do XYZ for me sexually because I said so, because I'm Megan Thee Stallion. We don't know, but she's facing a lawsuit behind that. Somebody said it. So
well then boo.
Huh?
I say, well then boo.
Right.
Wait. So
just like
she
Bill
around the sex harassing people
with the stuff with Bill Cosby. Yeah, I mean, you know what I said? I said I looked at that person that he got found guilty for, and I said, well, first of all, even Bill Cosby could do better than that, no matter what. But I also said Bill back in the day was kind of ladies' man, dude, and he was hanging out at the Playboy Mansion. And so, I gave her Quaalude, she let me in the morning. It's just
that might be the only nigga
I could see that. I could see because he didn't deny that he, was giving people Quaalude. So I could see that. So but did anybody ever give him can you as Bill Cosby, as Heathcliff Huxtable, can you imagine him doing that?
That might be the only nigga I still slightly defend is Bill Cosby. That might be the only one I still slightly defend is Bill Cosby.
Well, I mean, he admitted though. He said he gave Quaaludes to women, but he tells them up front. See, that's the part. I tell them up front, I'm not drugging them. I ain't doing a Darren Sharper dropping in their drink. I'm telling them this is Quaalude. This will help you relax. And the only thing he's saying, yeah, I gave Quaalude, but I ain't do it with the purpose of trying to inebriate them where I can have sex with them. They're saying opposite of that.
Yeah, well, if he told you up front and you still did it, that's on you.
But what these women are saying, yeah, okay, he told me up front, but he didn't tell me he was going to take his pudding pop and try to stick it in.
No. Oh, your Jello pudding pop, no. Yeah.
So that's what they're saying, but it is what it is. People will have whatever opinion they have. Felicia Rashad says, ain't no way he did that, so. Other people say different. As a matter of fact, what's her name? That was on Different World. She said the opposite. Not Lisa Bonet, but older, with all the teeth. Jennifer Lewis.
I mean, early 90s, late 80s, early 90s was only yay hot then. So don't give me the line. But Leisha, I got.
Damn, I feel old.
I gotta know.
I know what you're talking.
I'm being honest with you.
I couldn't remember her name.
I was gonna say I'm being honest with you, But Alicia, if you are Cassie, and you realize that there's a real possibility that you could be called to testify in federal court, how you feeling?
Took my baby now. Oh shit! I did. You're right.
I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do.
I was.
What do you mean took your baby head?
Do you think that this was the grand plan?
Do I think that this was the grand plan?
They're not gonna call her.
I don't think so.
Nah, they're not gonna call her.
Why do you say that?
unless it's pertinent to say some drug activity or some financial crime that she was a witness to, they're not going to call her about the other thing because look, that's why Harvey Weinstein thing got overturned, because they were allowing witnesses, females, to testify that had nothing to do with, they were not germane to the cases in which he was being tried. But they allowed them to come in there and say, yeah, he did that to me, he did this to me, but there's no charges against him for them. And that's why his stuff got overturned. That's why he's still locked up, but those cases got overturned. So they won't make that mistake again and have Cassie come in there talking about her situation, trying to bias anything. If it's a jury trial, definitely not going to do it.
Hey, David. Somebody on Twitch just asked a question directed at you, man. It says, the fuck is the guy on the top right doing? Is he in there on the toilet taking a shit?
No, I am not. I get that a lot. I am not. Thank you. I'm up and down. I was going to get my vape back from the wife, and we saw my dinner. No, thank you, guy at on X, on Twitter, or whatever the hell you are. Twitch, whatever the hell. No, I am not taking a shit. I was going to get my vape back from the wife, and we were talking about dinner. So no, I am not currently
why
shitting.
He's sitting in the bathroom is because the bathroom, I guess, has the best.
Tell him thank you for noticing.
Yes, thank you for noticing my bathroom surrounding. We just put new shower curtains in. Ta-da! New shower curtains.
And that the bathroom has the best lighting. Is that correct?
That is true. I need to get better lights in the bedroom because the old one is dying out. So
and another comment just came in. Thank God I don't need the eye bleach. That's what the chat just said about. Okay,
me taking a shit.
Person, I will say this: if your eye needs eye bleach, you know you can all. Never mind. Let me shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Hey, don't worry. I will let you know personally when I am taking a shit on here. They will tell you. I will let you know if I am shitting. I am not shitting. I am quite regular today.
If you feel like if you feel like somebody's taking a doo-doo, let us know if he's taking a doo-doo. Can you remove him from camera or go to the next video? Thank you, drive through. Anyway,
anyway, as I sip my Bud Light.
Yeah, exactly.
Famous plug.
I got somewhere to go.
Huh?
So, oh shoot.
Did confetti just fall on your head?
Yes, the confetti just fell on her head. Why do you have no questions about that? Where did the confetti come from? Where did the confetti come from?
On your head again?
Because it's But anyway, I gotta drop down. I got somewhere to be.
Tell Courtney that she looked beautiful yesterday at her dance.
I will. Thank you. She had a good time.
All right. Well, we love you much, baby.
Good to see you, Alicia.
All right. See y'all.
All right.
Later.
It's good to have a female's opinion on this situation because it was a female who got beat up. But again, one thing I am so sick of hearing in regards to this situation is people coming out here saying this is a bad day for hip hop. No, it fucking wasn't. It was a bad day for that nigga. It was a bad day for Sean.
When was the last time Diddy was even considered hip hop?
Well, he did just have an album that just came out late last year.
I don't count that garbage.
Album of the year.
Trash.
I listened to the album. The album is actually very good, but it don't. But that ain't got shit to do with the fact that this wasn't a bad day for hip hop. It was a bad day for him. He committed these acts.
No. Diddy have?
You know what I think? Diddy falls in the category of R. Kelly, who falls in the category of random white celebrity. No one really cares. Like I do think somebody like Bill Cosby hits home, and you'll see more feedback from us simply because of his role in black culture and black society. Diddy ain't did jack shit for black people, for real. Black society to contribute to that. No, he's not building youth and cultural centers and all this other stuff. So no one cares.
Stevie J would love to have a word with you, sir.
I don't care. No, Stevie J can't talk to me. He can't unless we out in public surrounded by camera. Yeah, he can talk to me. We have no private conversations because I'm good.
No. Yeah,
I don't trust none of them. I don't trust none of them Negroes in and around. I don't trust nobody in, from, around Atlanta. Them niggas walk around with step stools so they can get on them for Dwight Howard. I'm good on that.
Yeah. We'll pass on that. Stevie J want to fight it out or something. That's something different. But we ain't having no words with Stevie J. Nah.
I want to say because I just saw Steve. I just saw a video where Stevie J on TMZ was saying, "I've never seen such behavior from Diddy."
Because his view of Diddy is usually bent over and him looking back. So, I mean, you can't talk about the behavior when it's not the behavior that he's into. So, but that's Stevie J. So, and then again, he fucking with Jocelyn. I mean, man, that's a manly broad right there. She got one of them bills a mother could love, and a mother could love to hate.
Speaking of which, I got to throw shout out to my girl, Jasmine Crockett.
Ooh.
Bleach, blonde, bad built, butch body bitch. Y'all don't know? Come on, man. Come on, man. Educate yourselves, brothers. So Saturday night. Saturday. Was it Friday night? No, it was Friday night. Friday night, Congress was in session the same day, after Trump was in trial and they were out there in New York. Them same lawmakers came back to Washington because they had something they had to vote on, right? And half of them came back a little drunk, right? So they there and they doing this hearing because they were trying to hold Merrick Garland in contempt because he wouldn't turn over some tape related to Joe Biden and the special counsel. So Horseface Marjorie Taylor Greene decided she wanted to start picking with Ocasio-Cortez, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Jasmine Crockett chimes in and tries to get decorum back in the room, and then she comes for Jasmine Crockett and talks about her fake eyelashes. Now, if y'all know who Jasmine Crockett is, she's an attractive sister, but she got them fake ass eyelashes. She does. But so they call for all this stuff to be stricken because you're not supposed to be attacking nobody personally on the floor of the house, talking about their appearance and all that mess. But Jasmine Crockett says so you don't want to rule on that. So I guess it would be okay if another member started talking about this bleach blonde, bad built, butch body chick, and she was talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene right there on the Congress floor. And they've even made memes and songs about this. Somebody used AI and made songs. Bad bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. Roland Martin and them was going in. Pull the video up. Pull the video. You pull videos up, sir. Pull the video up. Pull it up.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We had the 3 Bs. We had Big Baller Brand, but now we got Butch Body Bitch.
You forgot the bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. Pull it up. Pull the video up. You like to play these videos? Play that video.
All right. Well, while I'm looking for that video, what's it called again?
Just look up Jasmine Crockett, Marjorie Taylor Greene. You'll see it. It's everywhere.
Right. Well, in the meantime, y'all watch the real apology one more time.
It's so hard to reflect the darkest times of your life, especially when you're as a motherfucker. But sometimes you got to do that. Take that. I'm seeking therapy. I'm disgusted at what I did. Not really. But I truly am sorry that I got caught. That's why I released this on a Sunday, asking God for forgiveness. So you guys will already be in a forgiving mood. This was the darkest times of my life. Take that. But I truly am sorry, Daddy. I mean, Cassie. Take that. I was disgusted then, and I'm disgusted now. Not really. A hotel camera caught me kicking the shit out of you in Meek Mill socks. Then it saw me throwing a vase at you because it was mostly filled up with Ciroc. Take that. But I'm working on myself, trying to be a better man and a better human being. Locked up, won't let me out. Take that. It's bad, boy.
Oh, you hadn't seen that, sir? That was a real apology.
No, I ain't see it. Your boy probably gonna have one now. Godfrey gonna put one out, right?
Well, let's see. Okay, so you were asking me now. You said Now we're gonna look for this together, okay?
Look for
Make sure-
Jasmine Crockett, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Now look, tell me what you see now. Which one?
Man, you any one of them, but the top one, beast blonde, bad
Okay.
built.
Okay.
As long as it ain't too long, pick one of the shorter ones.
Okay, so that one is 9 minutes and 40 seconds. This one is damn. This bitch ain't showing how long it is. This was just
Ones without the commentary. We don't need the commentary. As a matter of fact, you can pick the top one. You can pick the top one and just fast forward a couple minutes.
All right, well, hold up. Before I do that. All right.
This is how our government works, y'all.
Let me see. Fast forward, huh? Okay.
Yeah, just a couple minutes. You ain't got to go too far because you.
Chairman, Mr. Chairman.
Chair,
I know why
okay.
you're- you're-
Can you hear
Chair
that?
now recognizes
Not cute.
Miss Green for,
Yeah.
for 4 minutes and 21 seconds. 4 minutes. Let Miss Green talk, and then you all can. I'll
Yeah,
recognize.
I moved to strike her words for a second time based on her second set of personal remarks attacking another member.
Chairman Comer.
Because you all cannot
I have an
seem
amendment at
to
the desk,
apply
and
the
this
rules
sideshow
of the
needs to
committee.
stop.
We have to do this every time.
Okay, I'm recognized. I'm recognized. I'm going to go ahead and start talking.
Look, I know. Look, I don't know if you noticed. I have 2 hearing aids. I'm very deaf. I'm not understanding. Everybody's yelling. I'm doing the best I can. Can we not?
What are these simple fuckers talking about?
So, what happened before this is they're there, as I said, to vote on whether to hold Merrick Garland in contempt. The Republicans come in and they start talking about Trump's trial. And Ocasio-Cortez is the one that brought that very thing up. And then Marjorie Taylor Greene chimes in about how unintelligent and all these other things. Start the personal attacks on Ocasio-Cortez. And then Jasmine Crockett simply asked, do you know why we're here? We're supposed to be at home. And said we're here voting because y'all was up in New York following Trump. But do you know why we're here tonight? As if, can we get on with the business type thing? And that's when she starts attacking. Well, you'll see what she says to Jasmine Crockett. And that's what started all the ball down the road. But it's all Marjorie Taylor Greene with the ignorance. Okay. And the person that's running the committee is a Republican with the white hair sitting next to Raskin, Jamie Raskin next to him, the minority leader. And he's not controlling the room. He's just letting her say whatever she want to say, and they got out of hand.
Now, David, Tony, I want to let y'all know this. This Marjorie Taylor Greene person, Robert thinks that Marjorie Taylor Greene is actually a man. I just want to put that out there.
She is.
What'd you say, Tony?
I said that's one he absolutely is right about. I'll agree with that conspiracy. She's right.
Okay. All right. Well, let's keep the video going.
Might as well be 3 out of 3 on it, then.
Not because of the rules of the committee.
You look like a rat in the face.
Can y'all hear it?
That is what I'm trying to communicate in the present moment.
You have a motion. Okay,
Yeah.
The motion is to strike the generally words for the second set of remarks, not the first, the second.
She has
Apply
no
to me.
idea. She has no idea. I think, Mr. Chairman, I'm the only one recognized right now.
But we objected at the time. Will the member state the word she wishes?
Yes. She told me, or she asserted that I was not intelligent. These are the specific words. We can have it read by the clerk.
It was made immediately.
And it was made immediately. I am not moving now.
I don't think it was
I am not
It
moving
was made
now.
immediately,
It was
both by the
made
gentlelady and by me.
Mr. Chair, it was made immediately.
It was made immediately,
and you
both by
said
the
that you
gentlelady
would
and by
return
me.
to us.
Yes.
He said you don't have the intelligence to talk to me, is what she said.
The chair recognizes Ms. Green for 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, what is happening with the rule?
I object to the rule now.
We must object.
I mean, if you want to take it up.
Move on.
Yeah.
Move on.
We should just adjourn.
Let me ask you something, Tony. Did I just hear somebody question somebody's intelligence?
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene directed that as at Ocasio-Cortez. I think we're too far in the video where you heard Ocasio-Cortez say, "Oh, baby girl, let me tell you something." And then she went back to the decorum of the room, but she was about to step out there. But yeah, that's kind of what started it.
We had a baby girl comment. God damn.
But
Okay. Well,
that's where government is. Huh?
you ain't never lied. All right. Well, here we
That's
go.
that's what they argued about. Huh?
Baby girl.
Are they frozen?
Okay. Where we at with it? Do I need to fast forward some more?
No.
No. See somebody walking.
Chairman, a point of order.
Oh, point of order.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, on a point of order. Motion on the table. Yep.
Hey, he looked like he trying to
Pause
shoot
there
a
for a
shot at
minute.
her.
Pause there for a minute.
Okay.
Oh, that way.
Okay. You'll notice when it gets to a certain point, on the right hand side where Marjorie Taylor Greene, there's an empty seat. There's two empty seats, but Lauren Boebert is sitting a seat away from Marjorie Taylor Greene because they were going to fight. Now, mind you, that's two crazy Trump Republican women, and they were going to fight, which is why Boebert is sitting a seat away from her.
Okay.
I just thought I would throw that in there.
But my boy,
So basically, don't nobody like Marjorie Taylor Greene.
But my boy right here looked like he was trying to shoot a shot at her right there. He did.
Well,
like he
you'll
was,
see what he's shooting his shot at when you see Jasmine Crockett. So keep going.
Long story short, this is your tax dollars at work. This is what Congress. This is what Congress is doing.
Pretty much. These niggas having a recess or something? Hold on.
Jump forward a little bit.
Okay. Nothing.
Are we good on that? No.
Yeah, but okay, go. Yeah, from
The
there.
chair rules to strike the word that Ms. Green said, where she said that Ms. Ocasio-Cortez was not.
That you lack the intelligence to speak to her when, in fact,
I
Ms.
didn't want to say
Ocasio-Cortez
it.
is a
I didn't
brilliant
want you all to
member.
get anything on me.
No, we should be on the record with what was happening.
Okay, we struck the word that she said you're not intelligent. Are we good on that?
No.
The words
we
have
need-
been struck.
No,
Now,
no.
To take the words down.
Yeah, we're
Mr.
good.
Chairman.
Coleman, you're out of order. Listen,
Mr. Chairman, her motion was to take her words down, not to strike the words.
it was to strike the word. That's what Ms. Ocasio-Cortez asked.
Well,
Okay, now-
which is to take them down.
There's no such
Which is to
thing.
take them down.
Which is
Which
to
is to take them
Which
down.
is to take them down.
It's-
They've been taken down.
All right, then that
Taken
means
down.
that Ms.
All right.
Green has to leave the
Now,
committee.
Mr. Coleman, you're out of order. Now, I want everyone to let's comply with the quorum. The chair recognizes
Mr. Chairman.
Ms. Green for, no,
Wait,
no,
her words
no,
were taken
no,
down.
No, her words were
The chair-
taken down. That means she cannot speak.
The chair
If
recognizes.
her words are stricken, she cannot speak in this hearing. Talk to your parliamentarian. She has to get out.
Without a motion under unanimous consent, the gentlelady is not permitted to speak for the
Chairman?
rest of this session. And we're happy to revive our motion to adjourn, Mr. Chairman. I think these 17-hour days might not work for us.
Something about working, huh?
You think?
Yeah, maybe showing up for a vote.
Think it's not gonna work?
You have a lot to say, being that you're on retainer for the judge's daughter. Sorry, trust fund kid.
Mr. Chairman.
We should strike those words too.
I hope you brought your
We-
popcorn.
Mr. Chair,
Also strike
we have to
those
strike
after
those
we
as well.
strike
And
the
Mr.
fact that they
Chairman-
called they were making comments about Marjorie's body. So we can do
Mr.
this all you
Chairman.
want, but I have a motion.
Mr. Chairman,
at
this is
the
out of
desk I'd like to
control.
get.
We should adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
Motion at the desk.
Mr. Chairman.
I think my body's pretty good. I'm gonna be.
You're gonna need to pull up a different video. This is after all of that.
Mr.
Fuck
Chairman.
That's
that.
why.
Fuck that. This
Mr.
one is too hot for TV.
Mr.
No.
I appreciate
No.
that. We have some
This is
members in the
after
room who
what
are
happened.
Inside the hearing room who are not members of this hearing.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, we have members who are not on this committee sitting
Yeah,
in the hearing
this
room.
is afterwards.
You haven't been recognized, Mr. Chairman. Point of inquiry.
Hey, that was pretty damn entertaining. We talk.
Back up. Well, yeah, back
I
out
guess
and
for the House
scroll
it's
down, pick
entertaining.
another one because that was after.
Yeah, let me see her. Yeah, let's get to her. That was the whole
And
point.
this
of
is
it.
the one who's
House is-
supposed to be a
House-
man,
House is
right?
boring.
Yeah, but no, we don't
Is
want
this-
the commentary. Never mind the commentary, people.
This?
No, more commentary people.
Well, they're gonna show probably what you're
Keep
looking
going.
for.
No, they're not. No, they won't. No, they won't. So there's a whole bunch of them that's out there that there's no commentary to. It's just literally showing what happened. How long is that one right there?
50-some seconds. Hold on.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about
just
AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about. I guess.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No,
the
ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Well, how dare you
Meeting will suspend.
Whoa!
Are your feelings hurt?
her words?
He really did say something about fake eyelashes.
Just let it roll. Let it roll. It get real spicy up in
I
there.
don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about. I guess.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No,
the
ain't
situation.
nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Well, how dare you
Meeting will
attack the
suspend.
physical
Meeting will
appearance of another
suspend.
person?
Are your
Move
feelings
her
hurt?
words down.
Oh,
Oh, girl, baby girl.
oh, really?
Don't even play.
Baby girl?
We're gonna,
I don't
we
think
are going to move and we're going to take your words down.
I second that motion.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Wait a minute.
What now?
I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm with him.
curious, just
What
to
now?
better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion
He
to strike
didn't
those
know what
words.
direction to go. He was
I'm
lost.
trying to find clarification.
That's who said it right there.
Strike those words.
Hey, she used every fucking. She
You know what we're here
used
for?
every
You know what we're
fucking B
here for.
word in the alphabet except for bitch. People,
He
this
had
is
to
our
respond the only
government.
way he could have did. Only word he could have did was what now?
Wait, what now?
Say what now? Say what now?
Hey,
Huh?
he used,
Huh? That's what he should have did. Huh?
hey, who knew Congress was so messy?
The funny thing is, Raskin next to him heard everything. He knew. You see his eyebrows go up. He knew exactly what she said. Everybody was in on it except for even Bobert, who can't stand her, was over there cracking up.
Hey, that shit was fucking hilarious. But look, fellas, before we end, we have to end on something very funny. I tried to do this the other night, but just let me
That
know
was
if
pretty
you guys that was funny. But let me know if you guys can hear this. Can you hear this? Can you hear that?
We'll get the rest of that straightened out and then just bring.
Can y'all hear that?
Barely.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear that? You said barely?
Yeah.
Okay, listen up.
Paperwork.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Leo Devlin down here, Devlin Auto Body.
Yes.
Now I know you had gotten in a car accident about a week or so ago, correct?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Now the lady that you hit, I'm doing the work on her car.
No, I didn't hit anybody.
Well,
She hit me.
Well, baby, look here. I know I can go back with some of my paperwork here, and it's got you down as a secured payee for that. Now I'm running into trouble with your insurance company about getting my money, and so by law I have to contact you directly to try and get that money, and then you just recoup that with your insurance company. And I'm just trying to see how we can go about getting that money today because I got $5,800 worth of body work to do on this lady's car.
Well, call whoever you need to call.
Bro, baby, don't get slick with me now because I'm not the enemy.
What's your name?
My name is Leo Devlin. I own the shop.
What's the phone number to your account?
Baby, I'll answer any questions you got as soon as you answer all my questions. Now, I need to get your account number, Visa, debit card. You probably ain't got no money in there. Just why you're trying to get over with this insurance shit.
Don't be calling me up being all disrespectful early in the morning.
Sound like you ain't brushed your teeth either. I'm just trying to get to just handle business.
And no, I ain't brushed my teeth.
Why not?
Because that's my business. You don't worry about all
Hot
that.
breath here, then.
Mr. Leo Devlin, you get in touch with her fucking insurance company. Don't be calling me. What is the number and the address to where you at?
What you holler at me for? I ain't even raised my voice at you.
No, you done call here and done woke me up out of my sleep talking stupid. What is your number?
All I asked you for.
What is your number?
I ain't one of your children, nigga.
What is your number?
Ask me
sir?
nicely.
Go hand me a phone book. Leo Devlin.
Devlin Auto Body.
Let me see if I can get Macari or somebody after your stupid ass.
Who is that? One of
Have
them.
you ever heard of the lawyer?
Send them. Oh, I thought you were sending one of them niggas. They can come over here. I'll go to the trunk.
Whatever.
You don't want me to go to the trunk.
Whatever.
I get that act right and put it on
You
them.
better be glad I ain't got no hit me in my welfare letter. I send them to you.
But what you hollering at me for? I'm just a
Because you acting all stupid on the phone. You gonna make me get real ghetto up in here, sir.
You already ghetto. You up and ain't brush your teeth yet. That's ghetto enough right
Who
there.
gives a fuck? Don't call my house talking stupid. I hate black people sometimes. It's not Leo. You got to look under the last name first. It's D.
See, stupid ass kid looking me up by the first name. What you do for that kid?
What are you talking about?
Your kid looking up my name by
You
the
don't
first
be
name.
talking about my children like that.
See, he's still dumb. He looking up people's name by the first name.
You wait till I find this address.
You come on, baby. You come on down here, the Devlin Auto Body, baby. Come on down here so I can.
You just wait until I find out where the fuck you at. I'm gonna come and fuck your ass up. You hear me?
Devlin Auto Body. Keep thinking the little nigga Reed. What's wrong with him? Why is it taking him so long? I could have found it twice by now.
I got an uncle that will fuck you up.
Yeah, send him on down here so I can go to the
am
trunk.
too. I am gonna send him. And you waiting till my uncle get out of prison. It's gonna be an ongoing thing.
What, how you gonna
get an ongoing ass whipping.
How you gonna send your uncle? How you gonna wait till your uncle get out of jail to send him to whoop my
It's
ass?
gonna be ongoing, baby.
He ain't getting out
You
till.
gonna get a whipping every year for talking to me like this. You don't know me.
How you gonna send your uncle 7 years from now to whoop me about some shit that happened 7 years ago?
What city and state are you in?
Babe, I'm down here in Birmingham, Alabama. I'll tell you my real name. My real name is comedian Roy Wood Jr. from the Buck Wild Morning Show. Leslie, put us up to pranking you, baby.
I had to end that because I did this on Friday because when I watched that video, that shit had got me so pissed off. And y'all know I joke a lot. I like to end on some silly shit. So, and for whatever reason, niggas couldn't hear this on Friday. So I wanted to try it again. Ain't that man a fool?
Tommy funnier. Uncle Tommy funnier. Roy would be funny. Yeah, Tommy. Yeah, when it comes to that shit, I mean, Roy, he alright, but he ain't there. But he had his moments in that joint.
Yeah, absolutely. But definitely. Hey, listen, I don't know if you guys are going to be available tomorrow because I'm going to do the regular Sports Plus Life. I usually don't even do shit on the weekend, but this apology was so crazy.
It was urgent, right? It was
Very
urgent.
It had to be done. It was on the schedule.
So if you guys are available tomorrow at around, I would say at around 7:30, we could definitely get up and link up. I'm going to say RIP to the New York Knicks season and RIP to either the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Denver Nuggets season after tonight's Game 7. So, I'm actually not even, I was rooting for the Knicks, but I'm not even mad that they lost because when Brunson broke his finger today in Game 7, even if the Knicks had won, the Indiana Pacers are going to be the healthiest team that the Boston Celtics have faced all postseason. So I'm actually don't have a problem with that, even though I was rooting for New York and they'll be back, but you can only survive but so many injuries. But David, Tony, if you guys are available tomorrow, definitely hop on and we can discuss this Diddy shit further. Hopefully I can have Sean and Aaron on as well. My brothers.
I ain't got nothing to say about that clown ass nigga. Let me know when he get locked up.
That's the thing about it. Is really get locked
I thought
up.
I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
Who knew he really meant that shit?
Yeah.
Exactly. But hey, it's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns for Cutting David, for my man Tony. Hey, peace. We love y'all. We out this bitch. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Deuces.